I welcome you back to another video lecture on C programming language. In this lecture, we are going to look at pointers to structures in C programming. So pointers to structures helps us to access the address of a structure, and it also helps us to find the members of a structure within pointers. So in order to find the address of a structure variable, we are going to use the AND operator to access this. We'll put the AND operator before the structure's name, just like in the previous lecture where we looked at employee. So we're going to place the AND operator before the structure's name. And the next one is in order to access the members of a structure. This is different from finding the address of a structure. So to find the address, you use the AND operator, but to access the members of a structure, you go ahead and use greater than. So when you put this right there, you are going to get the members of a structure. So what I mean the members is, we want to get the name of an employee, the age of an employee, the salary of the employee, the job of the employee, and so on, the whole data of this employee. So you are going to use greater than to access these members. So I believe that is really easy and understandable. Let's go ahead and write a simple code that is going to help us to do this, and you can be able to see the end result. So let's go ahead and move into the code right now. So the very first thing that you need is try to put the header files and ensure that you put in string.h. And once you do that, you go ahead and create the function of what you really want to do. And let's go ahead and because we're still on structures, go ahead and say struct company. So struct company, this is a function we are going to create. And the very first thing is the name of the employee. So it's going to be char name. And let this be 30 characters plus semicolon at the end. And the next one is char job of this employee. So which job is, let's put everything to be 30 arrays. And the next one, let's go here and say char level. I'll drain the level here. Let's go here and use a char car, the car employee. How about I just put anything I want? Now so let's just be 30, and then the last one is the age of this employee. Let's go ahead and say age, or we'll go ahead and say the salary. So this side is going to be integer, so int salary, and let that be 30 as well. Alright, so now you've created this function called company. You are going to declare the function as well. So for you to declare this function, you go ahead and say void, because it's not returning anything. Let's go ahead and say void print company. Alright, so void print company, go ahead and say struct company, and assign with an asterisk employee to that. So plus semicolon at the end of this. So now you've declared this function. The next thing that we need at a moment is to come right inside the main function here and declare the type of the company. So the type of the employee, declare an employee of the type company. Alright? So I'm going to say struct company, employee with a capital letter. So is that employee? So employee. So plus semicolon end. So we have declared employee of type company. So the next thing that we need here is the employee's data. Alright, so we want to get the employee's data. So for you to do that, go ahead and say LCLCPY and let that be, employee and not the employee that we need. So employee dot name of an employee is going to be a character. Name of the employee, comma, and let the name of the employee be Vita Paul. Hurry, so put semicolon at the end, and LCPY, and employee the job. So employee the job. So let that be programmer. So plus semicolon at the end. And the next one is DCA. LCPY and the car of the employee dot car. So let that be Honda. Honda can be Honda cut plus semicolon at the end. And the last one is the salary of this employee. So what is the salary of employee? So it's going to be, because it's not a string type, it's going to be employee dot salary. So employee dot salary is equal to $10,000. Alright, so put semicolon at the end. And now we have given the data, the specification of this employee. So the next thing is we have to print the employee information by passing the address of the employee. Okay, so we have to pass the address of the employee, and I'm going to say to do that, it's a print company, and as I told you, in order to access the address of the structure, you put AND operator. So this will help us to access the address of this employee. So AND operator employee. And now what you need now is we want to access the members of this employee. So the name, job, car, and salary, these are the members of the employee. And for us to access that, we go ahead and use hyphen greater than. And in order to do that, we're going to create. We go outside, press semicolon here, outside the main function, and it creates another function right below this, and it's not going to return anything, so it's going to be void print company. So for print company, you're going to pass struct. You're going to pass struct company. So struct company, and you're going to pass company with assigning the exteriors employee right there. So employee and go there and put semicolon at the end of this. So now that we have this, oh, we don't need a semicolon here. So go ahead, needs a function. So go ahead and access the members of this by saying print. Alright, so we're gonna have one issue that we need to correct before we move in and print these things. So we have this function here, company, and when I was trying to declare this function, I have to change the name of this print company to print something else. So what I'm going to do is, instead of changing the name, I'm going to make this C to be the uppercase, so it'll be different. So I'm going to say, let me put that to be company, and I'm going to put S at the end of all these companies. So I think that it would be much easier to give it different names. So print companies and print companies. And well, again, we have print companies right here. And I hope that is all. So is there a place I have companies, print companies? So there is no other place. So it shouldn't be descended with the company in here, so it doesn't make one run into a problem. So print F, because we want to access the members of the company. So print F. Right inside here, you go ahead and say employee. Employee name. So we want to get employee name. So go ahead as a percentage S. Percentage S. Put comma right here, and the name of the employee is going to be employee greater than name. So this will have also print the name of the employee plus semicolon at the end. And in the same way, we're going to print others. So print F. Print F employee job. So employee job is percentage S. Put comma right here, and let that be employee greater than job. So place semicolon at the end. Now we're going to do that for the car and the salary. Print F, and let's say the employee car is percentage S. This means the next line, a semicolon, and let this be employee the car. Alright, put a semicolon, and the last one is the salary. So it's going to be print F. Print F, employee, the salary. Employee salary is percentage S. And let it be employee it's not percentage S, but percentage D. So we're going to change the S to D because this is decimal. Percentage D. So put a semicolon at the end of this. So I believe everything is okay. So if there's any problem, we are going to look into that. But at the moment, everything is okay. Let's go ahead and run this code and check that out. Here we have employee.salary is equal to this, and first check what the problem is all about. Alright, so the simple problem here is that when we declare the salary up here, we assign an array of 30 here, which is not supposed because this is an integer. So integer doesn't need to have an array of any specific number. So it can be 1 to the number of the highest order of integers, alright? So we have to remove that 30 and let's run this code again and check it out. Alright, so the employee name is Peter Paul, employee job is programmer, and employee car is Honda, and employee salary is $10,000. So you can see that we are able to print out all these. And now in this aspect, we used the pointer to structure, and I believe that much easier than you've expected. So go ahead and put this down. I'll close this, and the code is just very before you. If you have any question, please try to use the question and the answer section, and I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video lecture.